Alright, so let's get started. I've already moisturized my face with the Glossier moisturizer, and now I'm going in with the No Pore Problem Primer by Touch in Sol. Next, for foundation, I'm using my regular foundation, or the foundation I use when I'm doing a more full coverage look. So that's, for now, the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Foundation Stick in the color Y53. And I'm blending that out with my favorite Morphe brush. It is called the M439 brush, M439, and I'm blending it out. So for creating a lot of structure, I'm using my regular Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the color Sand, but I'm mixing that with a lot of the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Concealer in Y23. As you can tell, it's a lot lighter than my skin color, but I wanted to create a structured look by kind of just creating dimension in the face with such a stark highlight, and I think it just kind of adds to the more cartoony vibe we're going for, you know? So I'm just blending it out with a Real Techniques sponge, and now I'm going to cream contour my face. That was a mistake right there. Don't go past your forehead when you're cream contouring or contouring. You don't have to use a cream. I just prefer cream. And I'm blending it out. I use, though, the Bobbi Brown foundation stick in Warm Almond. This is my shade. Basically, I would just go with my regular contour color. I wouldn't go any darker, but do go lighter with your concealer for the under the eye especially. So we're just gonna blend the rest of that cream contour out, and then we're gonna go in with the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette and go in with the brown and the black for our eyebrows. So I'm using an Anastasia eyebrow brush, and I'm going to just start with the bottom of my brow and carve that out. Make that more of a straight line there. And then of course go with your natural brow, but what I'm trying to do here is create more of a angular brow. I think it just goes better with the character and the vibe we're going for. So I really accentuated the arch of my brow. Like, that brow right there is not my brow, but you know, fake it till you make it. So, and then I'm just gonna feather out the rest. What's left on the brush, I'm just gonna brush up, and then I'm gonna carve out my eyebrows with the same concealer that I used in the beginning, and then just bring it down so I have my eyes primed, and then I'm gonna blend that out with a Real Techniques brush, sponge, and then set it with the RCMA powder, and I'm also going to set underneath my eyes with that as well. So now I'm going in with my Bare Minerals translucent powder and a Morphe B2 brush, and I'm just pretty much cleaning up my contour and pretty much taking that sculpting up a level, putting it all over the points that I've highlighted, which is on my chin, under my nose, and I'm swiping it under my eyes as well. Then I'm taking a Milani bronzer, XL All Over Glow in the color Fake Tan, and I'm taking a lighter shade and I'm just going over my contour with it. Then I'm taking a neutral brown. Any neutral brown will do. Mine's from the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm blending it out with a Morphe M441 brush, and I'm basically just creating a transition color. So you can choose your favorite transition color. You can even just use the bronzer that I used, and then I'm going over it with a different brush. That's a Morphe brush that I don't know the name of, but any big fluffy brush will do. And I've done my other eye. Now I'm going in with the gold from the Jaclyn Hill palette. I really like this gold, but I wanted to just use it as a base because I didn't want it to match my crown. You can do whatever you'd like, just any gold really will do. But I'm going to put this on, and then I'm going to go in with my Makeup Forever Starlit powder in the color, it's in 6U1E or number 12. It's really beautiful. It's a peachy iridescent with gold reflex, really finely milled glitter. I love the Makeup Forever Starlit powders. They're so beautiful and intense, and they have quite a range of colors, so yeah, those are really nice. And I'm just putting it on the other side. Now I'm going in with my NYC Liquid Liner in the black. It's really intense, and The brush isn't my favorite, but the formula is so good, and it's just an easy, really affordable product. So I'm basically just creating my wing. This is a really tedious process, so do give yourself quite a bit of time. And I like to work in short strokes, as you can see. I just start in the middle and then line it up. So I'm using the same product, but I'm trying to, this is really difficult actually, clearly you can see because it's so messy, but I'm using a brush that isn't the perfect brush for this, but I'm still using the same product, the NYC Liquid Liner. So you'll see after, but I've already tried this line a few times. You can see the outline of it. But I'm gonna do this with this brush, kind of map it out, and then I'm gonna go over it. You'll see in a second with the actual brush of the liner, and I can just make it thicker to cover up any mistakes, which is a good trick. This was really hard. It was just, I was using the wrong products, I think. I just shouldn't have been using such a flexible brush. I would have probably preferred to use a pen, but my pen was dried up. So yeah, just take your time with this part is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so now we have both eyes on. I'm just putting some mascara on. You can use any mascara you'd like. This one's by Essence called Princess. What's it called? It's called Lash Princess, I think. And now I'm gonna put my lashes on. And now I'm using my MAC paint stick in white, and I'm just going to line the inner rim of my eye and then right underneath it as well, just to create that cartoon illusion of a bigger eye. And then I'm going to take a sharp Smolder eye kohl by MAC. It's called Smolder, and I'm going to line that on the outside of the white. Then I'm going to take a brown shadow and smoke out right underneath the smolder. I did this so I could blend a little bit, and then I'm going to go over it with the NYC liner again, as you can see right here. And so it kind of gives it a nice blended look to it. Okay, so now I'm going in with my Benefit Boing cream highlighter. Any cream highlighter is fine. And then I'm going in with my Mary Lou Luminizer highlighter just to pump up that shine. Any highlighter, you can use your favorite highlighter. Again, this is really all about what you like and what goes well in your skin tone. So if you have a favorite highlighter, feel free. I'm just bringing it all the way up in a C formation on my cheeks. And then I'm taking the MAC paint stick in black, and I'm gonna start really creating character now. So I'm taking a angled brush that's quite thin but long. I really like this brush. Let's see if I can find the name of it. Okay, it's really random. It's by Simply Simmons. And it's an angled brush. So this is like from the craft store, but again, anything will do. So I've just defined my jawline, and now I'm going to do the same thing for like my contour line, just right under your contour. Just draw a line and make sure that they match up. Now you're gonna go under your chin. This I didn't do very well, as you can see, but basically just under your chin. And then I didn't contour my nose for this reason because I didn't want it to look muddy. I wanted it to look clean. So I'm just taking the same paint and putting two very thin lines and then pretty much connecting them, but leaving a little bit of space in between the two lines. And then I'm gonna put some frown lines in, classic pop art. Yeah, and then we're gonna create the crown. This is my favorite part. So I'm using the same paint, and I'm basically just creating like a crown shape with the same brush as well. And then I'm going to take the gold from the Jaclyn Hill palette right there, and I've wet my brush. This is important because it really didn't give the right shine unless I wet my brush. And I'm using a flat shader brush, and I'm just basically painting it on. It was really easy to do. It takes 2 seconds. Any eyeshadow will go that's gold will do, and I again really suggest you wetting the brush. So I'm just filling it all in here, so you can see. And then I'm gonna take this, any red liquid lipstick will do, but I really thought that this Alexis Ren by ColourPop one was perfect. It's so vibrant. Anything that is extremely red will do. I wouldn't go with any dark tones if you really want to create like the cartoon feel. So I just took an angled brush here and tried to do a star, but it ended up being a really bad star. It looks like a starfish, literally. So I'm gonna take it off, or I'm just gonna fix it. I basically just took a little bit, like you can see what I'm doing. And there you go. That's your crown. So now I'm taking the Jouer lip cream in the color Brick. I'm contouring my lips with this. I'm just making them a bit darker on the outsides, and then I'm going to go in with a lighter color on the insides and over that, which is going to be the same color that we use for the star, and that's the Alexis Ren ColourPop Ultra Matte Lippy in the color Little Weapon. It's so pretty. I absolutely love this color, but anything that's really, really vibrant will work for this look. And so yeah, I'm just coloring in my lips. So then I'm going to take the same angled brush. Now this was also a really tricky part for me. I just didn't have the right brush for it. So this would like work really well with a pen eyeliner, so I'd suggest doing that over this. But anyway, I made it work. I'm taking the black cream paint from MAC, and I'm just creating more of like a cartoony lip. I'm lining the lip basically. And I'm just going on the outsides and then bringing it up in kind of like a clown, like a clowny smile. I don't know if that's the right word, but basically you see what I'm doing. And then you know, don't worry about any mistakes because you can just go over it with the lipstick, which is what I'm doing because this was, again, really hard for me. I just really didn't have the right materials for this, so don't feel bad if you don't get it the first time. Then I'm just taking the white MAC cream paint that we have under our eyes and just gonna fill in some highlights on the top of my nose and then on my lips. Now I didn't really love the way it turned out on my lips because it wasn't stark white, but I suggest just waiting until the lip is really dry, like maybe 10 minutes. I didn't have the luxury of time right in this moment, so I didn't wait, but I would wait a little bit longer. As you can see, like the one on the right side is giving me a hard time. It's the lip is bleeding through, so it's turning the white pink. So after that, I was pretty frustrated with the pink bleeding through, so I just threw over the highlight a stark white eyeshadow, and that's pretty much it. So I have this wig here from Amazon. I'm just gonna clip the bangs back to show the crown off and fuss with that a little bit. Other than that, this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really did, and please don't forget to subscribe and give it a thumbs up. And yeah, happy Halloween, everybody.